Good morning, everyone. Hope everybody's good today. Welcome to the Cryptosphere. This is Cryptogenic. I had a few minutes this morning before I got to leave to take my daughter to school. I don't know how far I'll get with this morning update, but I thought, let me just go live with this and take us in to see these charts here. Do you need to see my face there? Starting with Bitcoin. I don't want to start with the 4-hour chart. I want to start with the weekly chart. With the weekly chart, we are in a bearish channel. For all intents and purposes, I mean, if this continues, we have to bottom out of this channel before we before we get a real breakout. I mean, not necessarily, but that's if this pattern continues. I actually don't expect the RSI to have to come back down and bottom out here. What I expect to happen is the RSI to move down slightly and then break out, and this breakout here will be the next bull market. Now, I don't know what's going on with my charts here. Is anybody with me? All right. Hopefully somebody will see this and join me later on. So if we come back over here and we look at the last bull market, you notice the RSI topped out on the weekly chart when the price hit resistance at this previous level here. So for all intents and purposes, you might say there's not enough energy in the RSI, not enough momentum in the RSI to take us on the next bull run. But look what the RSI did. It pulled back just about to the level it's at now. It's slightly above that level right now. But when it hit that level, this was enough momentum to substantiate this entire bull market, this entire run. And from the bottom of that point in the RSI to the top here was 560%. So that was a pretty incredible move that we saw. So couple things. One, I think the RSI is going to have to go a little bit lower than this, because I do think the price is going to come down at least to the $22,000 to $24,000 range, more likely to the $16,000 range, and possibly to the $12,000 range before we break out. And so that would, the RSI could make its way down maybe to here, and then we get a breakout. It's just winding up for the next breakout. But the next bull run is upon us. It's getting closer every day. I think we have one more flush. I could be wrong. But regardless of whether or not we have that one more flush, the next bull run is coming. And if we just take this move here, if we get another move like that, that in and of itself, well, let's see. Let's try this again. So if this is the move, and if we're coming all the way down here to 12,000, that move in and of itself just takes us to 67. But if the support is at 24,000, that move takes us above 100,000. So we'll just have to wait and see. But really probably better would be, because what I'm expecting is something like this. Maybe we come down here and then all of a sudden we tank. So if I take that pattern, where does that take us? Yep. So see that? So what this does is it takes us down to a touch of this line. This is some type of major capitulation event, like a black swan type of a deal. Everybody gets excited because Bitcoin comes up here and retests this area, and everybody thinks it's heading to 100. Then all of a sudden there's a huge rug pull that takes us all the way down. Big money buys down here, and boom, that's the start of the next bull run. And if that's the case, that takes us to about 130,000. And that could be it for the next run, or it could go deeper. But I am expecting, and of course I could be wrong. People love to come to my channel and remind me that I've been wrong before. Remember when you said this? Remember when you said that? I remember. That's the nature of technical analysis, my friend. It's not a crystal ball. And that's why I say in every video, this is not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. But it's funny, those people don't stop to recognize that I've actually been right a number of times as well. But that's neither here nor there. On the daily chart, we're simply in a descending channel here, which is corrective rather than impulsive. You understand the difference between an impulsive move and a corrective move? This is an impulsive move. This is an impulsive move. These are corrective moves. This is a corrective move. This is a corrective move. So we're waiting for the next impulsive move. I've been expecting a retouch of the bottom of this channel and then a breakout again. So something like this. And then from this area, and forget about the timing, it could happen sooner or later. From this area, that's where I'm expecting the deeper capitulation, at least down to the 16,000 area, maybe below. Short term, looking at the 4-hour chart here, it's possible we get a retouch of this line before we break down. So my support is down here at 24,795. We could get one final breakout here that brings us up to retouch this line before we come down to here. Possible. Not sure. It's kind of a no man's land at the moment. So, you know, I'm not, don't quote me, but I'm just watching it. One of my trading rules is don't trade the middle. So when the RSI is in the middle, and also when we're looking at these premium discount equilibrium zones, it would need to get up to the top of this premium zone. I mean, this discount zone. No, premium zone, before I would start to short it again. Or it would have to get down into the discount zone before I would start to set long positions again. So I'm just waiting it out at the moment. So that's Bitcoin. Let's take a look at XRP. Anybody with me? I'm wondering if my video is private, and that's why nobody's joining me. Oh, no, it's not private. 5 people are with me. 5 people are watching. Say hello, 5 people, if you don't mind. Drop me a comment. Like this video. Show me some love, if you don't mind. All right, taking a look at the weekly XRP chart. Upward channel in the RSI, consolidation range in the price, but it's somewhat of an ascending narrowing wedge. Hey, Brenda. Good to see you. So no real movement here until we break this ascending narrowing wedge. Ascending narrowing wedges tend to be bearish. Yeah, Brenda, this is just an ad hoc live stream. I just decided to jump on because I got to leave in about less than 5 minutes to take my daughter to school. So this is just a quick and dirty Cryptosphere in the morning. Not much to see here on the weekly chart, but if we move to the daily chart, let's see, I said here in this note that there's strong hidden bullish divergence. There it is. Let's get rid of these other indicators so that we can see it. See how from this low to this low is a strongly higher low? Well, from this low to this low is a strongly lower low. So that is hidden bullish divergence, strong hidden bullish divergence, okay? And hidden bullish divergence is a continuation pattern, okay? It means that the bullish action is going to continue. And we got to break out above the trend, both in the price and in the RSI. So I'm thinking we could come back and retest this trend and then break out again. Let's see if smaller time frames bears this out. Yep, got a nice break from the trend here. Let's turn off smart money here. So based on the break of this trend, I would set my measured objective. I might set a few measured objectives here. 52 cents. So my measured objective for this breakout is between 49 and 52 cents. We know the RSI did break out. However, it's oversold, and we're getting bearish divergence already in the RSI. Notice higher high, lower high. So that is bearish divergence in the RSI. So in other words, you got a bullish break, but now you got bearish divergence. So we have to see if this move is sustainable. And immediately, the bearish divergence on the 1 hour chart is just glaring at me here. It's just jumping off the chart. Higher high, lower high. We could continue to get bullish divergence, but based on what I see here on the 1 hour chart, the best we'll get is a consolidation pattern that moves sideways until the RSI makes its way down and refreshes, and then it could break out again. So that's where we could see, let's see, we could see a retest. Let's look at the higher time frame to see where we'd get the retest. So we could get a retest of this broken level here. So we broke this level for the breakout. We could get a retest of the broken line. So the retest could come all the way down to the line. And then we could either break out again or break down. So it just depends on where it's going to go. I'm going to look at theta real quick, and then I gots to go. Where's my theta chart? I gots to go. So I put this theta chart out in my Patreon group a while ago. Good morning, Chris. It's my pleasure, brother. And I was just looking at the Elliott wave structure for theta token. We had an ABC correction, then we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ABC. And so that is complete. So now on the weekly chart, I'm just waiting to see what the next structure is going to be. On the daily chart, I see this somewhat of a bull pennant that shows me a possibility of a breakout. Actually, this is a 3-day chart of a breakout towards $1.81. But first, I think there's going to be a breakdown. And we see this must be the daily. This is a 4-hour chart. So on the 4-hour chart, what we can see is, notice the RSI is making its way up to the top. It's going to do one of two things here. It's either going to break out above this line, come back and retest it, and then head for these higher levels, or it's going to break down. This is the first line of support, and the second line of support is all the way at the bottom of this line. And at this point, it depends on Bitcoin. If Bitcoin breaks out, Theta and the rest of the altcoin market will follow it. But if Bitcoin breaks down, Theta and the altcoin market will break down. So Theta could break down to 87 cents. The next line of support is all the way down here at about 81 cents. And by that time, the RSI should be in the overbought position, which means we'll either move sideways for a while and then determine the next direction, or we'll bounce and we'll break out. All right, my friends, that's all I got for you today. Hope you have a wonderful day. May the joy of the Lord be your strength. Hey, thanks, Chris. Bless you, brother. I'm going to try to do more of these morning Cryptosphere reports. Let's see how it goes. Have a wonderful day, folks. This is Cryptogenic. Oh, by the way, this is not financial advice, just my opinions. And make it your aim to sleep in peace every night, wake in joy every morning, and walk in love every day.